Yo, welcome back to another video. And today we'll be watching the psychology of Kai Cenat. Oh, why are we watching this? I don't know. Seemed interesting.
Kai Cenat, the greatest content creator of our generation, is not what he seems. On the surface, he comes across as a humble kid from the Bronx that built up a gigantic platform and uses it to bring unique, never seen before content to the world while simultaneously giving back to the community. Which is true, but upon deeper examination, I found that he is actually an eccentric, manipulative, multifaceted.
Bro, don't tell me he's about to be on some spiritual stuff. Like, oh, the way Kai can just get along with anybody. He just pandering. He's part of the Matrix. If it's one of these videos, bro, just because someone can, what do you expect them to do? Just be negative all the time. He's on camera. It's unedited. He's gonna try to get along with people. Jesus Christ.
A genius. The more I thought about everything that Kai Cenat does, it occurred to me, you don't get to the #1 status of anything with just luck or genuinity. Oftentimes it is through manipulation, the free-flowing nature of one's personality to match whatever room they're in. Things like this is what gets people in certain rooms and keeps them in them. And Kai Cenat is no different in this regard. He is actually a genius that manipulates the whole world constantly to get a certain outcome. But see, it goes right over people's heads, and that's due to two things that Kai Cenat has mastered in his unique psyche to propel himself to the top. Before I explain those 2 points, I like to thank the sponsor of today's videos, some mints. A lot of y'all be running your mouth and they be mad. All jokes aside, like, subscribe, comment, and share this video. Without further ado, let me explain the psychology of Kai Cenat.
I watched another video on this about how Kai is fake and he just does whatever is cool. And to that I say, why is that a problem? If it's the content, he's making content, he's a content creator. If he wants to, you know what I'm saying, pretend to like Playboy Cardi, like she's not a real Cardi to him. So it doesn't matter. At least to me, I don't watch live streams, I don't watch Kai like that. But Kai's just being, that's how Kai is genuinely. He just knows how to get along with people. You feel me? I don't see a problem.
One thing Kai Cenat is a master at doing is playing possum with his ego. Your ego is mainly described as your sense of self. A lot of people don't know how to come up out of their egos because all they can worry about is how they feel. But Kai Cenat is so good at putting his own ego and pride aside to allow certain situations to unfold. Kai Cenat can be in a situation where he can literally be getting disrespected, but he can somehow put his ego and pride aside to let the situation unfold for us viewers to watch.
Yeah, because this is a little... My bad, Chad.
Yeah, bro, this one was wild. I'm not sure why she was chucking a chair around, bro. All this room around, she could have put it here, she could have put it there, she could have asked bro to like take it, she could have put it behind. Dang.
Wait, you put a hole in my wall. You're rich, you can fix it. God, you just put a hole in my wall.
What's that right there? That's a video here?
Then she says, you're rich, you can fix it. I don't know if I'm just getting on some mature, but like, it was like, okay, Kai, you gave the green light for people to come. You already know how they are. You already know what the things they've been through. You allow them to come to your house and do this. You feel me? Yeah. If I didn't double think that night, like I probably would have been like, nah, all right, y'all gotta go. I just in the third. But it was so much people watching me at that time, and I didn't want to be seen as like a get clipped as like, no, this is ghetto. Oh my God, I can't do this. This is crazy.
Something that a lot of people of high status and often even everyday people can't do is literally put this ego aside. And this is due to a plethora of reasons, but most people don't even have the validity to have giant senses of egos. Yet Kai, on the other hand, who is a young millionaire who literally has the influence.
Yeah, like sometimes I'm just a chill person. I'm like you can say something slick about me. I don't really care because you know what I'm saying. What would be like us fighting? What would be the actual point? People think that I'm not like a puss. It's like, nah, that's not me.
influence of the youth at his disposal. Regardless of this though, on the surface level, he always appears to have very little ego.
Would you like to go on a date with me?
Are you asking for real?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Oh.
Whenever you get some free time, would you like to go on a date with me?
Dang.
You can't do that.
I like to call him the Gen Z version of Kevin Hart,
Yikes.
because Kai has mastered in a relatively short time something that Kevin Hart has done his whole career. He can turn his ego off and jump into a certain character where he can come across as way more childish and ignorant than he actually is. He allows himself to be the butt of the joke most of the time, and by doing so, when he's doing all this behind the scenes work, when he's manipulating a situation to get a certain outcome, nobody ever suspects anything because they're too busy laughing at him being ignorant, or they're so invested in him as a character that they genuinely don't even think he's capable of being as smart as he actually is. A perfect example of this is Kai Cenat's Streamer University. Streamer University was
Yeah, bro. Like, if you know anything about it, Invincible, what the guy who turns himself into rock, people were underestimating him the whole time. And it's like, if people like see you a person have a perspective of you that they really like you're just the butt of the joke, you're the dumb guy, you're just, you know what I'm saying, the funny one. Like, they keep you around it. Like, no one's just one thing. No one's just the dumb guy. No one's just the funny guy. They have a whole spectrum of personality, emotions, blah 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 blah. But that's like, you like what you don't see. You feel me? If that makes sense.
was a 4-day event held by Kai Cenat and his team where streamers stayed on a private college campus and lived college life 24/7 on camera.
She teaches love. I don't really know too much about that, so I'm like, nobody wants to hear that. Oh, I know you just.
The only way to get in was by filling out a 3-page application and then having a video stating why you deserve to be in Streamer University. One of Kai's main reasons for holding a Streamer University was to give smaller streamers who haven't been given the opportunity to put on yet a chance to showcase their talent. And not to say it wasn't about helping small creators, because the ones that took advantage of the opportunity did benefit from it immensely.
Well.
But the main reason for Streamer University was not to help small streamers, but rather a worldwide boosting of Kai Cenat's brand. And the reason I say this is due to the initial criteria that Kai Cenat set for Streamer University.
All creators, the faster you apply.
Wait, bro, I know Alex applied, the guy we're watching. And bro, don't tell me you got mad. Bro, don't tell me you got mad because he didn't choose you, bro. Like, again, no hate to bro. From what I understand from the 4 minutes I've been watching, is that this is not a hate video. It's like a what's the word? Investigation? No. A description of Kai. Yeah.
The better. If you're in goddamn America, South America, Africa, Alaska, goddamn wherever, apply.
Literally any person was told to apply to Streamer University as long as you uploaded a video to social media before you counted as a content creator. He even told people out of the country to apply. And since he made it so open-ended, so universal, literally everybody in the world applied. It was so big that within the first 15 minutes of applications opening, the website crashed because it received well over 1 million applicants. His face was everywhere. The news, TikTok, YouTube commentary. Every day up until the announcement of selected creators, there was a huge influx of the face of Kai Cenat and Streamer University all across the world. People rushed to tag and hashtag Kai Cenat to try to get a chance to be seen to get selected for Streamer University.
My name is Maxwell Ye, and this is my application to Streamer University.
Top 5 reasons I should be accepted into Streamer University.
Kai Cenat!
Hi, Kai Cenat.
So many people applied that statistics show.
Yeah, bro. If he does it next year, bro, I want to go to Streamer University so bad, bro. Bro, I'm university right now, and I've never been happy to go there. But bro, I want to go to Streamer U. Yeah, that'd be low kind of tough.
That you were more likely to get accepted into Harvard before Streamer University. I remember the night of announcements. After seeing them, I initially felt resentment and a little bit of anger because I felt like I genuinely deserved to be a part of this, because I literally was just in college making content like this. But as I calmed down and looked past my own emotions, I realized what Kai Cenat had actually done. By making the application criteria so open-ended, it allowed the whole world to circulate Kai Cenat mainly and Streamer University all around the world. Streamer University was a first concept that nobody had ever made before. It's literally a stamp in history as a breakthrough, something brand new, and Kai Cenat's name is fully associated with it. So for anybody who wasn't fully familiar with Kai Cenat but saw the traction of this streaming university, whenever they look into who made it, Kai Cenat is the first name that pops into their head. So those who weren't familiar with Kai now,
yeah, bro, even got the copyright to it. He really, bro, I'm trying to get to that level where, like, one of my ideas, I just goes crazy, and I just copyright like a great idea. Like, imagine someone had the copyright to a phone, but like you can't make a phone without their permission, or if you make a phone or something resembling a phone without their permission, you get sued. That's how I want to have an idea so big, so good. That's like I need to copyright it just in case people want to like steal my idea.
are. My own mom was telling me to apply for Kai Cenat Stream University, and she barely even knows who Kai Cenat is. So the whole thing ended up making Kai Cenat more rich and relevant. But the way he pitched it, it just came across as him trying to help small streamers and bring some amazing content, which again, don't get me wrong, not discrediting that because that's what he did, but that's not what the main point was. Because if it was, Kai Cenat would have made the criteria where certain people wouldn't have been able to even apply. And that way, more smart.
Yeah, no cap. Yeah, I've watched a bunch of videos on this. If Kai let only small streamers, people with 100 average viewers, nah, it would have failed. Oh my god, he would have never copyrighted the idea because from like everybody saw, if you like the small streamers didn't know what to do. You feel me? I didn't know how to like make content, you know? Like all the big streamers like Ty Lil, DDG especially, they were out here making content, going viral every day, making clips, going wild. Even India Love. She wasn't a streamer, but like being personable and just, you know what I'm saying, being out there.
All creators who actually deserved it would have got a chance of being seen. But if he did that, it would have never went worldwide and he would have never got as much traction. He created a need for the masses and he rerouted that energy to make himself more relevant and famous. But most people can't even see the genius of this type of play because they don't even suspect Kai Cenat to be this intelligent. The next thing that Kai Cenat has mastered to pair wonderfully with him being able to shut off his ego is his ability to people please. Most people that come on guest to Kai Cenat stream more than likely paid to be there or their teams asked to be there.
Bro, I don't think that's a problem in like live streaming. You feel me? Like if it was a YouTube video where they can cut if like the person who came on is being disrespectful and Kai decides to disrespect back or get to security to act or just start acting a fool, he can cut it out of a YouTube video. But if it's live, it's going to go viral for the wrong reasons. Like, yeah, just a bunch of black people just going wild. And like, if you don't want that to be your image, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, chill. Like, make sure everybody's good. Like, they're in your house. They might have paid or asked to be here, but they're in your house. You gotta make them feel comfortable so they're actually themselves. You feel me? If that makes sense.
On there for sure.
Okay, man. Okay, I got you.
I'm at the game.
Yeah, I met your son. Yeah. Nice to meet you, Future. I got you.
If Kai Cenat says he likes the new Cardi album, he wears Crocs, and he says he likes Elden Ring, the youth will follow suit and do the same thing. So since he has built such a big platform, Kai has, in a way, become a gatekeeper for certain degrees of niches of businesses. And since we as humans naturally just follow the herd, a lot of people will take those opinions and confuse them as their own, even if they haven't actually listened to the song themselves to form an opinion.
Move to the left, right foot, left foot. Now hop one time.
No. Come on, glow.
Yeah, to that, if you don't listen to a song for yourself and make your own decision, that's a skill issue. That's your problem. You can't just blame a person for having their opinion and then you're like, oh yeah, this is my opinion too. That's weird.
But since Kai Cenat comes across as so down to earth, a humble guy who literally gasses these artists who come on his stream and make it seem as if they are doing him a favor, when in actuality it's the other way around, it makes it very easy to like Kai Cenat. And by making himself appear like this, he has created a never-ending content loop that will continue to generate money, media attraction, and conversation.
See, 21 Savage is smiling. I didn't know this man could smile. Slaughter. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 my man. Children granted. Bro, I didn't know this man could smile. Like, you feel me? Like, sometimes you got, like he said, you gotta put your ego to the side, let people be comfortable, let people be themselves. You feel me?
Around him even past his own life. So now when bad things arise, Kai Cenat is able to put his ego aside and play to his likableness built around him. When certain allegations come up regarding Kai Cenat, unless there is substantial evidence, they are immediately shut down by his fans. Because we as the audience have been trained to see Kai as a nice, humble guy who just likes to make us laugh. And it's not to say he isn't those things more or less. But my point is the image he has created around himself will almost always outshine any situation that comes up. So once you get a person that shows very little ego and is able to make themselves appealable to multiple races, audiences, and ages, who also has a ton of power, money, and influence, you get a person who is able to put the masses under a spell and pretty much sell.
I'm not sure he's trying to make this like a problem, but it's like, that's what talk show hosts kind of do. Feel me? Like, yeah. Kind of the whole point, like your personality. Like, I get if you didn't really like a song, if you pretend to like it, sure. Oh my god, Kai Cenat had the musical stylist or whatever. But it's like, hey, content is content. Every single content creator you know is fake to a degree. Like, you only see them for what? Let's say 4 hours out of a 24-hour day, and whatever that is over a week, over a month. They can be different people all the time.
Them whatever image and narrative that they want. And since you never even expect a person like that in your head to be a mastermind and be able to manipulate energies to get a certain outcome, it comes across as genuine, natural, and effortless. It's why content creation feels so personal on a broad scale worldwide, despite it being a billion-dollar industry. The biggest streamer in the world is able to fit in whatever image that is needed. It's even why when certain artists are starting to fall off or starting to lose their public credibility, they go hang out with Kai Cenat on stream. Because if Kai Cenat, the most down-to-earth, egoless, likable guy, says he likes you regardless of what you have done, then his whole audience will, and eventually the world. Kai Cenat is not rich because he makes the best content possible or because he is even extremely funny. While yes, this plays a part, it all stems from his ability to manually regulate his own emotions. His ego played to his strengths while simultaneously hiding or selectively showing his weaknesses. By understanding and controlling himself so much, he is able to do it to millions on a broader scale. And if you watch him for fun, I bet you never noticed that. But that's the psychology of Kai Cenat. Shout out to Kai Cenat.
Yeah, this was a good video. If I sound like I'm hating on him, I'm not. I'm just giving my opinion of what I heard. Maybe I just don't have comprehension or whatever. But you know, good video. You feel me? Yeah, I really got nothing else to say.